It's about taking out the juicy parts that are actually marketable. Because one of the things that I find is a lot of you want to focus on what you believe someone needs instead of what is actually marketable and juicy and gets people to take action. And that's what I help pull out of you. And that's what I've been pulling out of people. We had one student, one member, she is a business coach, and she focused more on target audience than she did on one of her frameworks, which was selling in the DMs. Which one do you want to learn? She led with more about target audience than she did about selling in the DMs, which is a skill. I tell my students all the time, what is a skill that you can help people leave with? I understand when they come into your program, when they buy that course, when they come into your membership, that there's so much to it, because there's also a lot to it with bundles, summits, and funnels, including a website, right? But what's going to be the skill set that they would be excited to learn, that they don't know anything about, that they want your experience and your expertise about, because they really can't Google that. Hey, beautiful mompreneurs. Welcome back to another episode of the Monetizing Mompreneurs podcast. I'm your host, Linda Mendible, your brand architect, visibility strategist, and your go-to mentor for summits, bundles, and building a business that supports your life. And we just wrapped up the CEO Moms Get Social Summit, and my heart is so full. It was so amazing bringing each of the panelists and the speakers and having in-depth discussions. From our panelists, from moms that are doing it, doing the work, and coming together and really talking about what's working in business, what's not working, or even our experiences. I saw the breakthroughs, I saw the visibility wins, I saw the women who said, Linda, this is exactly what I needed. The ones who told me it's the first time they felt seen. Oh my goodness, thank you so much if you attended, if you caught the replays within the Monetizing Mompreneurs Facebook community. If you grabbed the free ticket, listened to the presentations and got there early, if you upgraded to VIP, thank you so much, because this is your next level into visibility. It is your next level to making your business work for you and not against it.
Mompreneurs, it's not business, baby. It's business and babies. Whether you're rocking the carpool line, building your business during nap time, or dreaming big after bedtime, we've got the tools, tips, and strategies to help you grow your business. Grab a snack, your headphones, and enjoy this time with us, because mom life and boss life deserve balance.
What happens after a summit? Because this is the moment, right now, is the moment that determines whether your business stays the same or transforms, right? Because we got emotions up, visibility is up, also momentum is moving forward, right? New fresh waters has come into my email list. And that's what a summit affords you, new fresh water coming into your emails, and not just yours, but also the panelists and the speakers. People are paying attention. After the summit is where the real shift happens. Okay? Events spark ideas. Summits create clarity. But sustained business growth happens in what you do next. And this is the part that people sometimes get caught up with. Sometimes they're so caught up with the excitement of the bundle or the excitement of the summit, and they stop there. They don't keep the momentum going. And I'm going to tell you how the momentum keeps going. Most people stop at inspiration, but mompreneurs who grow a successful business, they follow momentum, because inspiration is a spark. Implementation is the fire. So if you got clarity during the summit, that wasn't an accident. If something clicked for you, if an idea resurfaced of what you're called to do, if a speaker gave you inspiration for something you've been sitting with, that's your sign. That's your next step. God doesn't give clarity just to give it. He gives clarity because it's time. It's time for you to move. and you already know what to do. So then the question really becomes, where do you go so that clarity becomes strategy? Where do you go so that inspiration becomes consistency? Where do you go so that visibility becomes revenue? That is why the Monetizing Mompreneurs Society exists. The society is not just another membership. It is the place where mompreneurs get visible, build momentum, simplify marketing, and finally grow with support. And the right support of someone that's been there before, someone that has tried things, failed, gotten back up, and understands what it takes to build things that actually work, to get people invested, right? Inside the summit, you saw a glimpse of what's possible. Inside the society, we walk it out together. You get monthly visibility opportunities, networking that actually leads to collaboration. We also have guest expert sessions that are in there. I mean, we have some really amazing sessions there and different ways of growing your business as well. It's all about diversifying and amplifying what you're good at and also keeping your message consistent. It's about taking out the juicy parts that are actually marketable. Because one of the things that I find is a lot of you want to focus on what you believe someone needs instead of what is actually marketable and juicy and gets people to take action. And that's what I help pull out of you. And that's what I've been pulling out of people. We had one student, one member, she is a business coach and she focused more on target audience than she did on one of her frameworks, which was selling in the DMs. Which one do you want to learn? She led with more about target audience than she did about selling in the DMs, which is a skill. I tell my students all the time, what is a skill that you can help people leave with? I understand when they come into your program, when they buy that course, when they come into your membership, that there's so much to it because there's also a lot to it with bundles, summits, and funnels, including a website, right? But what's going to be the skill set that they would be excited to learn, that they don't know anything about, that they want your experience and your expertise about, because they really can't Google that. Yeah, can you Google about virtual summits? Absolutely. But perhaps you want more of my expertise and the things that I've seen work and the things that I've seen failed. And what offers actually are the ones that get more people inside your email list and what upsells that you can offer. Is there a lot more? Yes, because you got to be in alignment. You got to understand your client's journey. So in that, we talk about that, we discuss that, and we pull that out of you. I try my hardest to pull that out of you because there are certain blocks sometimes that are preventing you to seeing what is actually marketable and that is juicy because your perspective is unique. Some of you don't want to lead with the juicy. You want to lead with the need. Oh, they need to know their target audience in order to grow their business. Oh, they need business systems. Okay, but what type of business systems? Let's get really clear. Let's get really in depth. We got to go deeper. And then that's what I want you to do. As you're thinking about what's next for your business, I want you to go deeper because marketing is about going deeper. And marketing and funnels and sales all play an amazing role within your business. So, anyways, that was the side note. But I also have templates, checklists, and tools, business systems in there, ways that you can really implement and have in your arsenal of marketing tools that you can flip out whenever you need. And I talk about the ebbs and flows of business. There's high season and low season, and there are certain like quarters that are lower than other quarters. There are certain quarters that people are prepped and ready to invest, and other quarters that maybe things are a little bit slow. And you can really flip out a certain marketing tactic, a certain content strategy that re-engages and reignites your email list, your following, and all of that jazz. I know. And we talk about kind of like those ebbs and flows. Inside of society, it's a space where you just don't grow alone, right? You grow together. We have an amazing group of women right now, and I want you to come in. My monthly coaching sessions are once a month, and I also have a weekly coaching session option. And of course, you're going to get guidance from me every step of the way. I'm there. I am your cheerleader. I keep you accountable. I hold your hand if you need it, but I also keep it real so you can grow. Iron sharpens iron, my friend. We are the salt, right? Oh, that is a message that I heard this past Sunday. We are the salt, and if the salt loses its saltiness, then what is it for? We got to keep things real. It's not just about like, yeah, you're amazing, you're great, you're doing, keep going, keep going. It's also about like, ooh, maybe consider doing it this way. Ooh, how has that strategy worked for you so far? Let's try this. You get what I'm saying? Or I see that you're really great in this area. I just sat down with someone that she is a business strategist, and she was feeling that God was pulling her into communication. And she just recently joined. She was feeling that God was pulling her into communication, and we discussed that. And we discussed what does that look like, because she was hearing from her audience on things that really resonated with them. You gotta understand that you are naturally attracting the people that you're for. You are naturally speaking to the people that you're for, and you gotta pay attention. And one of the things that someone was following her, they told her, I had to re-listen to your story because it was so well put together. The communication was so on point. She was also part of a Bible study. And basically, one of the ladies said, like, oh my goodness, isn't it amazing that we're all part of communication? It made her ears perk up. And when we sat down and we discussed it and we talked about it, and, she also opted for my one-on-one package, which right now the Black Friday special is also has a way that you can book with me one-on-one and a really amazing price point, and it's a first come first serve. So spots are limited. So if you want to sit down with me and you want to talk about like, certain things that are resonating with you, certain things that are going on, the direction that you want to go in your business, and how that looks like, then this is your opportunity to do that. I'm telling you. But anyways, so we were talking about kind of like what she can lead with. What is her skill set? And her skill set was helping people communicate better. Ooh, isn't that so good? Versus putting face forward on kind of like business systems or business strategy. I believe she was a brand strategist, so she could have gone into branding. She could have gone into visuals, but no, one of the things that really spoke to her was copy. Sometimes you need help getting out the layers because on the other side of fear, on the thing that you are afraid of is where the golden nuggets are. And that's what I've seen. Oh my goodness. The first student. Oh, you're afraid to be positioned as someone to be known on selling in the DMs. But that's a skill set that you can teach kingdom women with integrity and how to do that the right way. Yeah, there may be people doing it a different way, but people want to know how you specifically do it because you're already attracting a certain type of person. They're already looking, they're already engaged. And it's just a missing piece that they need in order to know, are you the right person for them? Because here we got a brand strategist and she's going to be focused on copy. Are you the right person? Maybe someone doesn't want to grow with copy and they rather grow with visuals. You get what I'm saying? So when you have someone guessing on like the way that you really help people, then they're like, they're on the fence. They don't know, they don't want to get burned. But if you tell them exactly what they're going to be walking away with, that's totally different, right? So it's something for you to consider. So let's talk a little bit about kind of like what I go over within the society. I talk about how you grow your audience. I talk about how you can build offers, launch challenges, bundles, or even your first summit. Create real visibility and stay consistent without burning out. Because I'm all about a once a week content strategy. Hello. Can you post every day? Absolutely. Can you do that? But let that be for fun. But let the consistency be in that once a week, right? So If you resonated with the summit, if you thought like, man, I would love to put something like that together, if you thought about like, I would love to create community, facilitate community, I would love to reach my people for impact, I would love to change lives and help change people because I know that I'm good at what I do and I know that I can transform someone's journey, then the society is where you belong. And I say that with confidence because the fastest path to the business of your dream is momentum. It's getting into the right rooms with the right strategy and staying supported through the journey. And here's the honest truth. Your next level requires support. It requires structure and it requires strategic visibility. You can't build a business that works for you and your lifestyle with 2 hours of motivation in an Instagram post. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all just winging it, just throwing spaghetti at the wall. But what if you're given a roadmap on where you want to go and you can actually see it come together? Now, when you post, you understand what you're creating. You're creating bingeable content. It's not about that content going viral. It's about the person tuning in and you becoming bingeable. It's about if someone just learns about you and they go into your world, you got things that they can listen to, that they can read, that they can expect from you because you're bingeable. You need a strategy that works, a community that sees you, accountability, visibility opportunities, systems that compound your growth. And we talk about all that inside Monetizing Mompreneurs Society. Because one of the quickest ways that I've seen for growth is collaboration, and it's email marketing. And let me tell you, it is so amazing once you start implementing it in your business. It's not just about one piece, it's about multiple pieces working together. This is exactly why so many women get fired up after our last summit season. They didn't just attend the event, they joined the community, they plugged into the strategy, they took action consistently. That's the difference. And you know what? Let me tell you like this. From someone that's been there before, I have learned on what it takes to validate your offer, coming together in collaboration, seeing if your funnel actually works. Because you can't just throw money at things. You can't just go into Facebook ads and believe, oh, this is it. This is going to be the viral one. This is the one that's going to, take me over the edge, right? There has to be a strategy and you have to understand who it is that you're talking to and, of course, what God has called you to do. And that's what I help pull out inside the society. So let's talk about this Black Friday deal I got going on. So finally, the doors are open. No more wait lists. The society is now available for you to come in, and you can come in at a special. Because if you ever wanted to join the society, this is the moment. I've never offered anything like this. So this is my first time doing a Black Friday special. This is your chance to join the Monetizing Mompreneurs Society at the lowest rate it will ever be. Lock-in bonuses that won't be offered again. You're going to be getting also my Black Friday sales page template for free. It's currently at a discounted price inside of the society. I have some things that are free, some web pages that are free, and then others that are at a discounted price. And this one is free for you as a bonus for signing up. Get the tools, templates, and support you need to make 2025 your breakthrough year going into 2026. So if you love the summit, joining the society is a natural next step. You don't need more information. You need implementation. You need visibility, community, and support. This is your opportunity to stop trying to grow alone and let's grow together. Hey, girl. I mean, shoot. Want to be part of the next bundle? Want to get into the next summit? We can do this. Okay. What to do right now if you've been listening and something in you is stirring. If you tried various other marketing tactics and they just haven't worked. If you're tired of trying to piece your business together alone, If you know you're meant for more, here's what I want you to do. Go grab the Black Friday Society deal right now. Lock in the best rate, get the bonuses, and step into the room. Make a decision today that your next level starts now. Not after the holidays, not in January, not when things slow down, but today. You're here listening to my voice because you know you're capable of more. And I don't believe it's coinkydink. I believe that God has brought you here for a reason. And I am very confident of what's on the other side of Monetizing Mompreneurs Society. Let this be your moment. You say yes to that version of you. And if you need just a little push, or if you need like, hey, Linda, I would love to get on a virtual coffee with you, girl, send me a DM and I'll send you my virtual coffee link. Now, I don't know how my schedule is looking like right now for virtual coffees, but if you need some more insight of what's available for you inside the society, get on that coffee chat. I love doing coffee chats. I do. Girl, let this be the moment you say yes to that version of you you've been dreaming of. You know the one. The one that your business is moving so amazing. The one that you're moving in peace and not stress. The one that you're moving with motivation that comes from within and not being stressed out or burnt out. The one that you close your phone after carpool and you don't look at that thing ever again until the next day. The one that you know exactly what you're doing each day and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? Thank you for being a part of the CEO Moms Get Social Summit. Thank you for your presence, your heart, and your willingness to grow. And thank you for being in this community. We're stepping into a new era of monetizing mompreneurs. It's the CEO era. It's stepping into becoming a CEO. I'd love for you to step into it with us. Join the society through the Black Friday deal and let's build momentum, visibility, and results together. This is a rinse and repeat strategy, girl, that you don't want to miss out. Until next time, keep shining, keep showing up, and always remember, with God, all things are possible.